right?
Yes, we are buying stuff.
I'm also recording.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Is somebody recording?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Nice couch, by the way.
Thank you. I got it for $70.
Very nice. Okay, so, Jacob Reed, I believe you were trying to buy some armor, right?
Yes.
So you have the 2 stress point thing, which is, I believe that is reinforced leather, basically. The next upgrade is an armored mantle, which is 3 stress points. It, like heavy armor in D&D, it does give you disadvantage on stealth checks. It's like a big metal plate. It's pretty heavy. And that'll cost you probably like 500 notes. It's expensive.
For just one, could he actually start working on blueprints to make his own?
Possibly.
I know it probably won't be done in time for Soul Springs, but
yeah, probably not. You can start. Go ahead and make a tinker check. Cleverly, engineering focus.
All right. One success.
Okay, I'll note that. It's got a track, like inventing stuff does. So I will keep track of that. Could I have all of you make a perception check? Hidden difficulty. Study carefully. And perception focus if you've got it.
Okay. 2 successes.
What's that?
2 successes.
Okay.
1 success.
None.
Okay. Heisel?
Sorry, say again?
Would you mind rolling me a perception check? Perception, carefully, and then what am I missing? Study. I went in the wrong order.
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. Noted. So, you all have the equipment you need, I hope?
Yes.
Right. So.
Oh wait, are we done shopping?
Do you guys have anything else you might want?
Can I buy a crossbow really quick?
Yeah, sure. That'll be 200 notes.
All right, done.
Okay.
All
right.
Oh, wait.
Back at the ship.
Did I already do that?
Just real quick, Sab basically, I don't know if the Raven was leaving his orange squeezer around, but Sab was walking around with his little recipe of, okay, so I need to distill this into some sort of thick liquid. What could I? And he sees the pulpy orange juice and is like, oh, this will work. So Sab makes
what are you trying to do?
So remember when Sab was gonna take the healing elixir and break them into 4s, basically? Or
yes.
4?
Oh.
Which means 1/4 it goes back.
Well, Reed's got the orange juice with him.
Yes, so he basically sees that as, could I use that for this?
What are you doing?
Okay, so I took these elixirs, and I'm gonna break them down, and I'm gonna give them off to each of us, but I need like some sort of like thick liquid.
So they'll be orange flavored.
Yes, they will.
All right. He's gonna use the orange juice that he's made, and he's gonna make more if you need it.
Okay.
It's gonna be pulpy.
All right. What do I need to do, Spencer?
Make a study check. Chemistry focus.
Can I
do cleverly?
Carefully.
Carefully. Okay.
Can I assist?
Sure.
Okay, I rolled 2 successes.
Yeah. 2?
I rolled 1 more.
Yes.
I said study, right? Not tinker.
Yes, it was study, and it was carefully. Got
Okay.
2 and a 6, so.
So, what'd you get, Jacob Reed?
I got a 6, so I'm a success.
Okay. This is a really bad idea. The chemical formula for S&J elixir is not very well known. But there are... I'm not a chemist, so I'm kind of botching this a little bit, but parts of S&J elixir are composed of bases, and orange juice is acidic.
Okay.
So you're going to neutralize a lot of what is potent in there, and you're not just going to dilute it. You're going to neutralize it, make it worthless, pretty much.
And we won't do that. I guess.
Your bright red elixir poured in orange juice.
So
Weird gray.
I guess just Sav
another base
follows
with it.
What's that?
Sav just follows the instructions that he's been given.
That sounds like messy chemistry, really.
What if we mix the base to neutralize the acidity of the orange juice, and then mix it?
It's not going to taste like orange juice.
Milk is basic.
That's true. It is.
What if we mix milk in with it as well?
Please no, please no.
Anyway.
I don't think that's going to work. You have been advised to use water. This is a really, really special chemical formula, and it's probably a bad idea to make a cocktail out of it.
Alright. Sav just makes out water then. Did I buy 2 of these things? Okay.
You can dilute them to 4 or 8.
Oh. Cool. Yeah, so he does 4. And then Sav just hands that to each of the party members. So that will give you half health.
So we each have a...
And please share if you need to. Alright?
Yes. Also, note, those do not recover stress tracks gained from armor. You can't take medicine to heal your armor.
Okay.
You can sleep to regain armor. I don't make up the rules. I guess it's just implied as repairing armor, but that only recovers health.
I don't have armor, so it recovers everything I have.
Yep, that's right. Okay. So are you guys ready to head out?
Sab will quickly hand off his vest to Heisel. How squishy are you again?
Heisel has 7 survived.
Okay, so she's fine for right now. He gives Lee his, I think it's 2 defense coat. His vest that he wore, because he has the armor from the protectors.
Right, the modular armor.
Yeah, the modular armor.
You can't double the armor, so that's literally the same thing he is on right now.
So he's... Wait, is Anton wearing something?
Oh, sorry, I thought you said Lee.
Yes, so,
yeah,
so he's giving it...
Lee's not here anyway.
Yes,
right.
Lee's
sorry,
not.
I thought you said Reed.
Okay. So he gives that to Anton, basically. Do you want the overseer mask, or like? I mean,
No,
it could
thanks.
protect your face.
Might not go over well in a quick resort.
That's fine. Alright.
So what does that do?
+2 to your stress track.
Okay.
As armor. All right. So just to clarify, on the, you guys haven't named it, Mabe's shoe, we have all of you guys. We have, let's see, Ellison's going with, Mikhail is going with, and also LG is tagging along. Right?
And then, yeah.
Mm.
And then who?
Gray.
Who?
Gray?
Oh, Gray. Yes, Gray's coming along as well.
Do we have Gray with us?
Yeah, Gray's in the boat.
Okay. I didn't know if I don't remember if we found him from the whole exploding house incident.
Oh, yeah, you guys, he was with you guys at,
Okay.
He burst through the door that the broker was in, remember?
Alright. And we have
He's been
Bill
with you for a while. Bill, that's right. I'll keep that in mind. A lot of people. Big group.
Yep.
So, So, Ellison would take the location from LG and would start flying the ship. Do any of you have some burning things that you need to do on the way over?
How do I use
Sab? Hugo.
How do I use the what do you call them? The two things I have.
Oh, the runes?
The runes, yeah.
Yes. So you can spend them on powers. Let me pull up I have the powers list for the Dazzler mostly done, so I will send that to you.
Okay.
Spoiler alert, you can't buy anything right now. I think.
Alright.
That's what it's got extended powers.
Yeah.
Yes, Dazzler.
So, actually, there are a couple things that you can get. There are some powers that are available to everyone. Those I have done.
Oh.
So I will send those into references once flipping Discord loads. Well, that's taking forever. So I'll just read off the ones that you could buy. So the powers that are available to everyone is Vitality, which would basically just expand your hit points, your stress track. There's Agility, which gives you basically greater jump, greater speed, movement. There's Reflexes, which it's a little hard to describe because it's very reliant on mechanics and whatnot. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
How much does agility cost?
What's that?
How much does agility cost?
Agility 1, which Agility 1 costs 2, which gains you +4 to any check involving jumping. Has to be jumping, though. Reflexes costs 3 runes, and basically it says gain the ability to contest any ranged attack from an attacker you see. So normally in the past I've said that it's unless there's no way to just dodge a bullet in the moment, except with reflexes.
Okay.
Let's see. And Vitality just increases your stress track by 2. Ah, yes. It is on. I will check messages later. I'm sorry, I'm going to want to move really fast for tonight.
yeah.
All right. Roger. Okay. My table from Docs didn't really move very well, so...
Yeah, while you're figuring stuff out, Sab basically just tries to get some clean rags and stuff that he can basically use as medical stuff, and he's gonna wash and basically take care of his wounds, or his leg specifically, because he's supposed to keep doing that.
Yep, good to change.
Yes, and then if he can get any like bed sheets, or if he finds medical stuff on the ship, or things that could be used for that, he's going to make those to try and make some sort of medical supplies in case we need them.
All right. Make a tinker check. That's going to be a little difficult.
Yes. But he will try.
Those are the powers available to everyone that I just sent in the reference chat, by the way.
Okay. Is it Tinker Cleverly? Would that work?
Yes.
Okay, that's no successes.
All right. You can't find what you're looking for. Sorry about that.
Okay.
All right. Is that it?
Just to clarify, I'm getting flow time.
Okay. Yes. Roger that. So that basically, think of it like action surge with the fighter. Just get double the amount of actions. Actually, I think I've told you statistics. That lasts for, I believe, 2 turns. So it's quite good.
And the other question I had about it, I lost it somehow. Anyway, how much mana does it cost?
Shoot. I don't remember off the top of my head. What is your or your mana maximum?
8.
Really? Okay.
Or it's void point maximum.
No. Mana maximum.
Oh wait,
it's
yeah,
different.
never mind. Yeah, sorry.
Right. Mana maximum is double your void point. It's probably going to be, I think it's 6 mana points. It is the most costly power in the game.
That's what I figured it would be, honestly.
Yeah.
It's pretty OP.
Good thing to pull out of a hat. All right. Anything else on the boat?
Do I have the stuff to try to carve a bone charm?
You have.
I know I have the whalebone.
You have whalebone. You have. What rune are you going to carve?
I only know the one, so.
I will say one thing. I don't know if you've taken notes on these sort of things, but the runes that are on bone charms are not necessarily the only ones that might work. So you have seen runes written on things before. You've seen different marks of different outsiders on hands. You've seen marks on the spike. You've seen.
That's true.
Okay, I think that's it. But
If it was.
I'd have you make a memory check if you wanted to remember any of those.
Okay, I'll try to remember. If there's anything I think might potentially be useful, or I might know what it would do at least.
I don't know if you've seen anything like that so far, except for your friend's bone charms.
It's true.
True. There's the bold lead one.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen much.
All right, I
So
think that's good because I want a little bit more time to think about this. Because in Dishonored 2, to actually learn the rune, you have to sacrifice a bone charm to do that. But
True.
I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know. Destroy a bone charm and I get it now. It's like reverse engineering.
Well, I mean, yeah.
So, anything else on the boat? Excellent. It's not too long. You guys are flying northwest towards the edge of Pandysia. Or, excuse me, just the edge of Sloane Bay. Towards the center of Pandysia. Along, I wish I remembered my mountain ranges. But it's technically the same one that you guys were all at, or some of you were at Lysander McCroven's chalet. But it is much more west than that. Your view is mostly of the mountains, which are still snow-capped, which I'm glad they are, because you're going to a ski resort. And I also have found out that with mountains out here, the snow does not melt until, like, the heat of the summer. So,
Yeah.
It makes sense, even though it's technically spring right now. Spring still means snow, at least here in the, the Sierra Nevadas.
Rocky Mountains?
Yeah, the Rockies. Yep. Yeah, you're right. I'm not the Sierra Nevadas yet. Good point. Eventually, you all are greeted with the location that you have been told. Or at least that LG is familiar with, as the protector that knows stuff. And very quickly, you can see what looks to be a massive, I suppose, airfield, filled with airships on the ground. And what looks to be almost like a visitor center, carved into a mountainside, pretty much. So,
We haven't exactly time to plan yet, but part of what I was going to suggest was having us break off into 2 teams, one of which is going to be a lot more public than the other, let's say.
one is what more than the other?
Much more public than the other, much more in the open, and the other's
Okay.
kind of using that cover. Sorry, I just feel like we don't have time to...
Yeah.
this all out right now.
Do you guys want a plan?
Yeah, I think real quick. Again, Sab woke up everyone last night, so as what happened that night, I think
Wait, what?
We're gonna make a plan, and
Sab woke up everyone, and then we
knocked
stabbed
Anton out.
Lee
Yes,
or
I'm
Anton,
super not awake.
and he fell asleep again.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I forgot
don't worry
about that.
So
We can
wouldn't be
retcon
big,
that conversation
but
to have already
basically-
taken place.
Yeah, we can just make like a out of session plan, and then we'd have to
Yeah, I've
go
got
through
some
the whole
ideas.
thing. But I think the 2 ideas good.
So I was figuring.
Sab would ask to be like what should we do with Anton? Like, should he be there? Like, the guys know their need around, so it should be.
And then, if you guys are down for this, I like the idea of pretending in front of Anton that you guys are getting off early off of the airship and going somewhere else. But he doesn't even know that you, or and therefore vicariously the broker, doesn't even know that you guys are present. But you'll stay in like the engine room or somewhere like below on the ship until we get there. Anton and LG and I get off. And then you guys can sneak off too once Anton won't see you. And you guys will have a lot more freedom to be able to operate without any eyes on you, without Anton knowing where you are. And if we do our diversion job well enough with the ability to go find Atlee's lab, hopefully with some attention drawn off of yourselves.
Yeah, so we should, and then there's so basically there'll be 3 teams, 2 go in, last people be staying. So Ellison and Miguel can be on there. Miguel can be like preparing.
Mikhail is going.
Well, Sab's
Mikhail is going.
Sab's argument would be, and he will roll for this, is that, listen, if you stay here, that means you can prepare medical equipment, planning, stuff like that. So when things go wrong, or if they go wrong, you can be prepared and instantly react to it.
Okay. You lowered the difficulty of that from 4 to 3.
He promised me that he would not get involved in anything dangerous, and this is absolutely going to be dangerous.
Can Heisel
on which he would come along.
Can Heisel help me in my role? Okay. I think I just said that cleverly, so I think that's the only thing I can really.
That was clever. I'd allow it.
All right. Please.
Would
only
I be able
one
to?
success.
What's that?
Would I be able to help him?
Yeah.
Cool.
I got 1 success.
And you can add another one to that.
Okay, so I'm not. Wait.
I did declare that the difficulty was a 3.
I don't know if you heard what I
him up
said.
in one of the rooms.
I'm not sure if you had heard what I had said after you said that. Mikhail had promised Heisel that he would not get involved in anything dangerous.
Alright, I'll lower the difficulty to 2. You accomplish it.
Alright.
And he would say, fine, but...
Like, you can come with us
back-
eventually, but, like, we want to prep you first. And we're prepped. Like, I just handed off some armor and stuff. We want to
Don't
be
come
prepped.
back to me at the brink of death again.
Reed's gonna pull his crossbow up and start trying to really, in an awesome way, start loading a dart into the crossbow. No, we're ready.
Archery check.
Sab just goes under
Tinker,
the table.
archery, boldly.
All right. That will be 3 successes.
Yeah, you can spin that thing and load it. It's pretty wicked. Nice. All right. So the first team leaving and going in would be
Also,
LG, Heisel, up.
Also, I don't know if, just to make sure I get, Sab asked to get Heisel's Hastings device frequency. I don't know if he has it. He might.
Oh. Yeah,
But
I thought you were
he
going to
gets
ask the device, and I was like, well, that's going to be a hard ask. But you can definitely have the frequency.
yeah.
And Mikhail
Alright.
has my frequency as well, remember, Spencer?
And Sab's like, okay, if you guys need anything boat number 3, then you guys can call us. It'll be team 1 is going in team bow ties are going in, team black hats are sneaking in, and team 3 is chicken house.
Just
So everyone got that?
No.
Because it's a house, it stays. Black, it's hiding. And ties, it's...
And we're cowardly like chickens. I see what you mean.
No, it's a house. It's a chicken... And it's not chickens. It's the
Or
house
chickens.
that protects the chickens.
So
The
we're
house that
chickens
protects
because
the
we're not
chickens.
going with you.
Oh, because you're protecting us.
Be a good chicken
I
and
don't know
stay
if chickens
here.
will do
I
that.
will roll for this. Don't make me. I won against you last time.
I think it might be smart to send Gray along with the second team, the sneaking team.
Fair enough. I'm in.
So
Are you
the
good at
three of you
sneaking?
are going to need to just stay hidden until Anton gets off the ship, alright? I'm going to tell him that we left you all here because he had a specific other part of the plan that we're enacting. I don't even want him and the broker to know that you're going to be there with us.
He'll probably be able to pick up on it well. Broker, hopefully not. We'll see.
All right. So, first team is who?
Heisel, Anton, and LG.
All right. Okay. So, are you all leaving? Are you going to go enact this plan?
Yeah, so that would just mean that the night before, Team 2 would have gone into hiding on the ship, so Anton would not be able to see any of them.
Okay.
And, everyone on the ship would be informed of that, except for Anton.
Right. I'm not going to bother with stealth checks for that. It's pretty easy to pull off. It's a big ship. You can do it.
Especially since I can't see anything ever.
We've established.
Every time I roll,
He's really bad at perception.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. Okay. So, LG packs his stuff. He's ready to go. Are you two ready?
I think, let's see, is there anything Sab? Sab probably leaves his
Sab
journal.
isn't in the first team, right?
Sorry, never mind.
Jacob, are you going to be on time? Are you okay?
Probably should go.
We can, since you are dividing the teams, I would like to continue a little bit to get you guys into Soul Spring. But, I mean, this is good. You won't be able to metagame and know what exactly happened.
Yeah.
Which, I will say, if you all are splitting the party, I may have to do a little bit of separate calls. We'll see how things go.
Yeah, well, yeah, we can get that out.
Yeah, we'll figure that out later.
That works.
I'm sure we should be fine in the
It's
same call.
okay to do.
Yeah. If we're going to do separate calls anyway, could we do this part, maybe a different night?
Oh. You sure you guys don't actually want to get there?
I don't mind. I don't mind what you guys do, but I get whatever you want to do. So
We can continue another time. Which, considering that first group is people that don't have really weird schedules, we can probably do this pretty soon.
Yeah, that's the only reason I ask.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
all right, it's been a pleasure, guys.
All right, so we'll have
Good.
to. Yep, we'll.
see you.
So I will be.
Goodbye.
Have
Yes,
fun.
see ya.
See ya.
Bye, bye, guys.
Bye.
Soul Springs next time.
All right.
There you
So
go.
we're not continuing, right?
Well, I don't know. What do you guys want to do? I don't want to
Can I retroactively like before we leave with my shopping, like can I go see if I can find another rune?
Sure.
Are you counting your runes first?
What?
Are you counting your runes first? Because I did have a thing. Like when would this be? Because depending on when it was, there's a check that I might want to make before you do that.
This would be while I'm out shopping for my crossbow and stuff that I'm looking for.
Was I knocked out before then?
I'm not
Or
sure,
like
I'm not
when?
sure when that
No,
happened.
this would probably be during the day. You're not going to
Okay.
find a place with a crossbow open in the
Yeah.
middle of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's during the day, then it's probably too early. So never
I swear,
mind.
if you steal one of my runes.
No, I haven't at this point.
Alright, well, that's what I'm doing.
That'll run you 200 notes a rune. It's I'm trying to figure out if I actually want to roleplay this or not. It's
Is it the same guy
pretty
as
easy
last
to.
time?
What's that?
Is it the same guy as last time?
I'll say it is. He's got a decent stock. Welcome back.
Hello, sir. How are you doing?
Doing fine. How's my best drug mule?
Well, I'm a little worse for wear. I got stabbed in the throat, but I'm okay. Did the people enjoy the drugs?
I don't know, but they want another shipment, so probably.
Hmm. How would you like to repeat our deal that we did last time?
I mean,
I
the next
delivered-
order isn't due for a week and a half.
Well, I do it early.
I don't have the supply chain for that. Ah, yes, fantasy. I don't have the next shipment in. I mean, I'm just a distributor
Oh,
that uses other distributors. I don't have more Void Fiend. Sorry about that.
oh. Well, was there anything else you'd like me to distribution for a lower price on the runes?
Make a talk check. Persuade.
After all, we have great history together now. That'd be talk boldly. I'm gonna use a void point. That's 2 successes.
All right. You're a good customer. You're a good employee. I'll give it to you for 150 notes.
A piece?
What's that?
A piece?
Okay, there is going to be a cap on how many runes that these stores have, so that you can't just buy a ton, like the games.
Yeah.
I've only got one left, unfortunately.
When are you getting your next shipment?
Oh, these things?
Mm-hmm.
These don't have a big supply chain like the Void Fiend does. These come in when they come in. They're hard to find. They're rare. Sometimes I get them in. Sometimes I don't.
Well, I'll take the one you've got.
I'm sorry, I haven't eaten dinner yet. I was trying to crunch too loudly. This is not going to be my dinner, FYI. I'm not eating Cheez-Its for dinner.
All right,
Make a crunch quietly check.
Hmm?
I'm just saying, make a crunch quietly check.
Critical success.
Nice. I can hear nothing.
Which skill would crunching be?
You're interacting with an object. It's Tinker.
Tinker.
Oh, okay.
I swear, that Tinker is probably one of the most overpowered things in the game. Because it's tinkering with objects, with people. It's literally just interfacing with stuff.
I mean, talk is some of the people.
Right.
Not all of the people, but some of the people. And fight is specifically a particular kind of interacting with people.
Uh-huh. Hmm.
Oh.
But Tinker is the miscellaneous interface. Any of those interaction that doesn't fall into like talking or like studying a person or killing them. Tinker.
Rearrange their organs. Tinker check.
While I'm at this store, can I
Mhm.
also ask about any bone charms that he might have pertaining to combat and sneaking?
What kind of weapons does Jacob Reed use again?
He uses a crossbow and his fists, and his feet, and his head,
All right.
and his whole body.
Well, I got something that might interest you. If you like to use a crossbow, this bone charm basically allows you to pick up any bolts after you use them. Not if you're like putting stuff in the bolts, though. That's going to be a bit hard to recover. Like sleep darts. You shoot a man with a sleep dart, the stuff goes into him, he falls asleep. It's not going to come back out, and you get to reuse it. That's also.
You mean I need a bone charm to pick up my arrows after I shoot them?
I do. They break, man.
Oh, you mean like in case they break? Okay. What if I have a dart or a bolt that's got poison and it doesn't have poison in it anymore? Can I still shoot it at someone?
Sure, but
just hurt a lot.
I mean, reusing needles is a bad idea, right?
Come on, be serious. I do it all the time. I've been fine.
Roll a survive check.
Well,
You have HIV. No.
Well, he
Okay.
doesn't use the needles on himself. He uses it on other people.
Oh, okay. They have
Sab and
HIV.
Anton.
Wow, nice.
Oh no, no! Anton should not have HIV.
Highlights. Anton should not have HIV.
No, he doesn't stick himself with his own darts.
But yes. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of the games and what things are available there. That would actually be technically an upgrade. So it's not a bone charm, so it doesn't have to like take up a slot or anything. But that's just you pay him money and he upgrades your bolts. And then whenever you buy bolts again or make bolts again, they're just better. It's kind of video game logic, but
Okay.
you know what? We're playing an RPG.
How much does this cost?
Oh, let's see. Service fee, time on the clock. I know that this is like the number of the day, but I swear it has basis. 200 notes. I'm kidding. Come on. I'll give it 150 again.
I appreciate that. Right? Thank you very much. You have a wonderful day. I'll come back and visit you again. I think we're going to be great friends.
I certainly hope so. Name's Joby.
Joby?
Joby.
Joby.
Jobie. There. Letters.
Well, nice to meet you. My name's Jacob.
Pleased to meet you. Come back anytime.
I'm going to recommend you to everyone I meet.
No. That goes against our advertising. Keep it low.
Ah, okay.
So if you tell people, like, whisper it. That's the mystique.
Ah, okay. So he's going to leave, and he's going to, every time he walks past a person, he's going to whisper, "Hey, have you heard of Joby's Black Market? You should go. It's at this address." These
Most people say yes. We know about it. The locals.
Well, he's a great guy, gives you great prices. You should go there. Forget all the other black markets you know about.
I want to see a sign for this store now that just says Joby's Black Market. Forget all other black markets you know. Just public sign, black market.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
His slogan is Joby's Black Market. It's more like just a market.
Sounds like a great To the West t-shirt.
Yeah. Oh, where's the black market? There's just signs all over town pointing you directly to it that aren't subtle, so outsiders can find it instantaneously.
Mm-hmm. That's the craziest bit. You literally like off the shores in Karnaka, like, oh hey, look, black market signs. Nice.
It's not subtle.
It's not thieves can't or anything. Like a toddler could be like, contraband.
Yep. They don't do a good job of hiding it.
Mm-mm.
Or everyone else doesn't do a good job of busting them for it.
Now, the way I think about it as they just brought the guards. So it's like an open secret. It's illegal, but
That would make sense.
what are you going to do about it? Like, call the cops? We're paying the cops. You don't.
It's true.
It's just like Newport, Kentucky. Whoa.
Wow.
Casinos, broad daylight, neon signs. In a state where gambling was illegal.
It happens.
It does. I'm running with that definition. That makes sense now. Because there's not a single plot hole in the Dishonored universe anywhere. Darn you. It's perfect. No flaws. Okay. So, Anton, you said you wanted to do something retroactively, right?
I was gonna check. I was gonna try to snoop in Jacob's breed stuff.
When?
That's the question, isn't it? Because this is the sort of thing that it would be if there was an opportunity, not necessarily like I'd be forcing it. So if ever there was a time where does Jacob Reed carry the runes on him?
Mm-hmm.
They are quite heavy.
Yes,
But
he's very.
Wait,
strong.
actually, no, it's doable. Flippin' Corvo can take like 16 on him at one point.
Mm-hmm. He carries a satchel with him wherever he goes, full of his runes and his extra darts.
They do make noise.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's not going to carry them into combat. He's just carrying them while he's shopping.
So if there was ever a time that they would have been, his satchel of stuff would have been set aside or anything, then I might do the thing. But if there was not, then I would not.
Sounds like the answer's not, then.
Yeah, probably not unless you caught him like while he's in the middle of a fight or something.
Yeah, so no. I'll keep my eyes out.
Noted. All right. So, doesn't sound like there's anything else you all want to do tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had finished the Argon Marchenko drawing.
Oh, you did?
I did. Yeah.
All right. Just wondering, have you finished it personally, Levi?
I have.
Nice. I'd love to see.
Let me get to it.
Spence, is it cool if we do the actual like spring raffle a different night?
I love it. Oh, dude, your work is really improving. It looks great.
Thank you. I'm very glad for the opportunity to like push myself to do more of that stuff and improve because it's really motivated me too. So that's
Awesome. Rachel, what did you say?
Is it cool if we do the Soul Spring Rival a different night?
We can, if that is what you would like. I will say the introduction would probably take 10 to 15 minutes.
Also, could I tonight put some extra work into the blueprints for my tricycle?
Yes, you can. Roll a tinker check.
2 successes.
Okay. You are really starting to conceptualize this thing. It's looking to being done, and you've seen plenty of monocycles before. You are probably about ready to start advancing to the parts stage. It's going to be a little difficult. I would definitely advise getting a monocycle. Some of these parts are really hard to come by and specialty made for monocycle producers.
Mhm.
Mainly like the track. And tires, I don't know how you're going to make that on your own.
Mhm.
I don't know. Rubber isn't exactly like, can't go to an Ace Hardware in Pandysia and like, I'll take all your rubber so that I can mold it into a tire. That is massive.
Do they have junkyards anywhere where they throw old motorcycles after they crash in a race?
Unfortunately, monocycles are just too cutting edge to be amassing in junkyards right now.
Okay.
In fact, most people, even if one is broken, someone will try and fix it up.
Mhm.
It just makes no sense to amass a ton of old ones. There's no like massive market of motorcycles like we have here and have had since like the 50s. So
Okay.
that is a good question, though.
They invented vulcanizing.
It's a good question. That's like making. Is that making artificial rubber? That's
No,
not from.
So rubber, if you don't vulcanize it, I think the problem is that in hot weather, it like settles and deforms more easily.
Mhm. Yeah.
So vulcanizing keeps it from doing that.
You guys
Good
have
question.
real quick. So I will see y'all later.
All right. Goodbye, Rachel.
I'll text about session stuff tomorrow. Maybe we can work out a time to do the actual like introduction.
Sounds
stuff.
good. We could possibly do it tomorrow.
Yeah, that'd be fine. That'd be good.
All right.
Or whatever.
Sounds good. All right. Oh, I hate when just 3 people are on a call on mobile because it cuts both of your heads in half now for some reason. I actually might. Hold on. Okay. Yes, vulcanization. I feel like it would have been invented by now. The only problem is that I can't think of what else. Like, there's no need to develop that sort of technology. Like, as far as I can tell, there's no vehicle that would use a tire until like the monocycle and the motorized carriage. I'm trying to remember what led to vulcanization originally. What was the?
A good question. I
Question.
feel like it was cars.
They
wanted it
could have.
for tires.
I am only saying this because I have done some research into this. It could also be condoms. They really, really accelerated rubber and latex. Latex came from condoms, pretty much. As far as I remember. It's been a while since I researched that. It was a weird world-building experiment. Anyways.
Reed, could he potentially use wheels from like a motorized carriage instead?
Absolutely.
Would that be more easily accessible?
They're slightly more common.
Okay.
That being said, think of this kind of like the era of cars before the Model T.
Mm-hmm.
So they're around. They're just really expensive. No one has really done assembly line stuff with them yet.
Okay. So
you can save up. You could steal one. You could.
So
I don't know. Maybe do a favor for.
Are there any rich, like, criminal gang lords that would have one of these?
Roll a study check. Focus of crime. I think there's a crime. Oh yeah, there's an underworld focus, I believe. Carefully. This is a small detail.
Nothing.
Yeah, there's no one you've ever heard of that will write on this sort of thing. But I will say, it's for a criminal leader to be able to afford something like that. It's very likely going to be. It's not going to be some like gang leader, because most gangs really thrive off of the impoverished and don't make the most amount of money. The criminal elements that live in luxury, are mainly corrupt people, or people that are paying the corrupt people. So think of it like literal robber barons, maybe.
Would Reed know
Or
of any of
kingpins.
those, since that's kind of his specialty that he dealt with, like, as the Raven of Argonico?
I am still going to impose the 0. You can try again later, but right now there's no one you can think of that might fit that.
Okay.
It might actually own one.
Yeah. Because
it also could be, those are often rented by those people. So it's hard to know, like, even if you have seen a corrupt official in a motorized carriage, it's hard to tell, like, oh, is that his? Does he own that? So it is kind of niche information, I guess.
Uh-huh. So would you know of anybody that he can, any corrupt people that he's caught before that he can go and interrogate? Not for right now, but another time.
Yeah. There were probably a couple officials back in Argonica. You could probably think of a couple names you heard about people in Sunline. I don't know. That was probably old information. There's no way to. I think the last time, or this time that you guys were in Sunline, I think was the first time you've ever been there.
Mm-hmm.
I've kind of pictured that you acted mostly in like Cloud Cap, which is on the north, which is where Argonica is.
How much would a car cost? Or I mean, a horseless carriage.
Yeah. This is a little hard to ballpark right now. This is something that would probably yield a lot with some research. Probably going to be like, probably like 10,000 notes.
Oh, 10,000. Okay, so more bar fights probably isn't going to cover that.
Probably not, unfortunately. But I will keep that in mind. And now that you know that's what you're looking for, you can keep an eye out for criminal elements that might have them, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Is this what it's like to be Batman when he's not Bruce Wayne and doesn't have millions of dollars?
The rich thing is surprisingly important.
It is. It's very important to his character. Man, they should make like a comic where he's just poor, but he still wants to be Batman.
Yeah.
I dig it. MacGyver Batman. He makes all his gadgets himself. He doesn't buy them. Okay. Anything else you guys wanted to take care of?
Not that I can think of.
Nope.
All right. I'm a little disappointed we didn't get 2 Soul Spring. I think you guys are going to love it. But
I'm very excited for it.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yes, I am too. I would love to do it tomorrow. I think, Josh, you are welcome to join. So if we organize that, I think you can come in and listen if you want. I don't like the idea of doing separate sessions. That's not.
Mm-hmm.
You should at least be able to listen in. I'm just worried a little bit about metagaming, but I trust you all. So,
I'm not sure I'll be able to make it, but I'll see if I can.
Okay. It will probably be a very short session because I don't want to run too much outside of everyone else.
Mhm.
I really just want to get you guys through the doors, pretty much.
Yeah.
Josh, I am so sorry that I couldn't get here on time. I know that you took your day off and everything, and
Yeah, no, it's
I
fine.
feel a little bit like I wasted that. So I'm
It's
really
fine.
sorry about that.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm glad we got to at least a little.
I needed the day off anyway, so.
Okay.
We got to play a little of Board Game Arena as well.
Nice.
Fun.
Who was winning the most?
Rachel won at least
I actually
some
won,
rounds
I
of
actually
solo, but I
won,
think you
I
actually won the
won
whole thing.
solo.
Yeah,
You did.
Yeah,
Nice.
because
I
Rachel
finished
lost
second place
big on the
every
last
single
one.
time.
Yeah, Rachel had a perfect 500 and then lost big on the last one. So
Oh, wow. Nice. Oh, I hate solo. I've never played Uno with the rules of like you swap decks with anybody.
Mhm.
yeah, I played. It was a special kind of Uno. It wasn't like the normal deck that had something similar. But yeah, there's some weird variations of Uno. There's one where you flip the cards around, like the cards are double sided, two different sets of colors.
Oh, yeah,
those
I've seen
last
those.
Uno
ones.
flip.
That one's really crazy. Yeah. Because you're like, I have a great hand, and then someone flips it. All of a sudden, you have a terrible hand.
Yeah.
It's the
Oh,
same
you can
card.
also probably stop recording right now, Josh.
Yeah.